Right, just a tad bit. No, am I right? I'm sorry. Coors Light and a cup of tea. Cheers, man! America versus Great Britain. This thing recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Very cool.
Well, that was quite the event. Making me put together your swing set.
Hey, things gotta get done. I don't have a lot of time to put things together. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Now all my energy's gone. Those springs were difficult.
it. Yeah, I'm over there trying to put the slide thing together. The steps, the stairs. You look over, you guys are going, ooh! Pulling, I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Oh.
Tiny trampoline. It's hard.
Trampoline springs.
I don't know why you even organize your tools over there. That bothers me a bit.
I'm going to, that's why I put them in here, so I can do it.
Disorganized.
It was dark out there. Got dark quick.
Um,
Should probably do an intro, right?
I mean, I guess.
You guess? Your show, man. Come on.
Organization is key. Cleanliness is next to godliness. I like to be organized. You like to be organized?
I feel like never have time to be organized.
I'm kind of messy.
I'm
So
very...
This really bothers me. At work, my workstation, even if someone moves a little thing, I always like put it back exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, a little OCD kind of.
Set it up, do the thing, break it down, put everything back where it's supposed to go. That's how I like to do it.
Yeah.
Russell bothers me. Yeah, a little OCD.
Well, yeah.
Try.
See, I'll put that back together, and then I'll be put back together by the night. But I wanted to have time for, the show and everything else, so it's over there for now, and I'll put it back together by the night. I gotta stay up tonight, too, to transition back to going to work tomorrow.
Alright.
Well, I guess just to stay in transition of night shift.
Hi, and welcome to the Pursuit of Excellence. I'm Frank.
I'm Jimmy.
Yeah.
Long pause.
Long pause. What did I want to say? There was something that was really bothering me. Is I bought these new headphones.
Yeah?
Because I thought I wanted new headphones. They were terrible. I hate them so much.
Yeah?
It really bothered me.
Well, what kind of headphone person are you? The big headphones or outside
I was looking
earbuds?
for the big one.
Oh, so the big... Okay, alright.
Like
What makes a difference?
I had this set that I bought in 2014, and they've been great, and I've been using them the whole time, right?
Alright.
But like a little bit of the thing is kind of coming off a bit, and I can kind of see the padding, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want new headphones. I want to do stuff for me or whatever. I can buy something new right now if I want to.
Right.
And I wasn't really doing much. I haven't drawn much or done much, but I'm like, just buy new headphones. And, I'll feel accomplished or something. And I bought them, and I fucking hate them. And it bothered me a lot.
Why?
Because somehow I associated myself with this horrible purchase that I made. Like, is that me? I can't figure things out. I don't even know what headphones I like. How am I supposed to handle everything? I really got stuck in a little bit of a rut. And that was, because I thought I knew what I wanted. Because the headphones that I had, like I'd move around, they kind of slide off my head. I'm like, all right, I need these things to be big and just kind of
stick to your head.
Stay there better. And they did. They're exactly what I was thinking I wanted, but they were garbage.
I think that kind of plays into a bigger problem now, like in what I see in the market, the consumer market. There's so much variety out there now. Like, just about talking about headphones, you've got little earbuds, you've got wireless ones now, you've got the round ones, you've got the squarer ones, you've got the ones that are just a solid speaker, and you have the ones that are almost like racetrack earmuffs that have like the full padding around the outside to protect your ear. There's all kinds of different varieties of those, and then if you figure out which variety of those you like, then you got to get into brand. Which brand do you like? Because different brands have different things, and I feel like it's almost a little overwhelming.
Too many choices.
So now you're like, because I can only imagine, and I don't know where you went exactly, but I can only imagine like going to Best Buy and they have an entire aisle of just headphones. And you're just sitting there going...
I was looking at the Beats one, and I'm like, these ones are good, but they were more expensive. And I opted for the less expensive ones, but as soon as the ones that I have actually break, I'm gonna have to go buy new ones.
Well, why don't you just buy the exact same pair?
I should probably just do that.
It would
I
be
thought
easier.
I wanted something else. But I think those ones, they're great. They've served their purpose. And they're still going strong. There was just a little thing coming up, and I thought it bothered me.
Because that's the beauty of things, too, now. You can go on, like, Amazon or online and find the exact same pair that you have and order the same thing. I tell it to my wife all the time, like, she's got, like, a specific pair of shoes she likes, and she's, going to 10 or 12 different stores looking for them. Like, just look up the brand, and you can find the exact pair you got and order the same size and everything.
I don't normally buy stuff online, though. I kind of like going and looking at, touching the physical thing,
Yes, she's the same way, and I can understand that, especially with, like, for me, like, I wouldn't go online and buy a bunch of clothes.
Right.
Because you don't know if they're going to fit right, and the same thing is with the brands. There's different sizes and
It's
stuff.
the same size.
Right. But if you already have the pair of shoes or something, and you already have the shirt that you like, and you want to go buy the same shirt again, it's not like the material's going to be any different. It's going to be from the same company, same brand, same everything. It might be a little different because, you're used to the faded version of it versus the brand new.
Right. Yep. So, I don't know, that headphones thing they really got to me. It was like before I had a pair of headphones that lasted forever, they broke and I was sad, and then I bought these ones and they were great. And just like when I got my new phone, the old phone I loved, and then I got a new phone and I hated it at first.
Yeah. Oh. Our show's about to get interrupted by Laura and the dog.
There's an animal.
Sorry, your door is locked.
Laura and the dog, everybody. Hey!
Hi, dog.
Derby!
You can go back to your
Hi, Laura.
Bye, Laura. Bye, Derby. Oh, I should have told her Laura. Logan was sleeping.
What's up?
So,
Not much.
Oh, just joke.
It just started.
Oh.
he got here, and I put him to work, putting up the new swing set.
I'm just gonna pause this. I can't. I'm distracted.
That's fine. Well, it is like, what time at night? Like 9 o'clock at night.
What time is it?
It's like 9.
Jesus.
Let's see here. It's just about breakfast time for me.
It's 9:01. It's not breakfast time.
It is for a night shift
Yeah.
guy.
Can we start drinking?
It is for a night shift guy. It's breakfast time.
So what was random? You got some new headphones?
Yeah, I got some new headphones. It's pretty
He
cool.
just got headphones as a gift. It was his birthday.
Yeah, yesterday. Was it yesterday? It's 31st, right?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was over here yesterday.
That's always a hard thing too. Like I start work on one day and I get home the next day. And what day is it?
You guys had a similar problem with your swing set. You exchanged swing sets.
Yeah.
You didn't like the other one.
No, well, we didn't exchange swing sets. That was the whole thing. Like, we got that swing set, and then, after Logan and Aaliyah playing on it the one day, I realized that it was real flimsy,
I don't know if that one seems anymore.
and the slide might not be. But the way that it's set up is definitely. Notes, more notes, more notes.
Oh, okay. I guess one of the main things I wanted to talk about was the flooding in Texas. That sucks.
Yeah.
What are we doing? It flooded here. I don't even know.
Yeah, actually, I was watching a couple clips of this flooding in Texas, and they were saying something like 85% of people don't have flood insurance, and it's like, it's Texas. It typically doesn't flood in that area, I don't think. But yeah, what would happen if it flooded here?
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. That'd be scary.
I was thinking, geographically, my neighbor would outlast us because he's up on the hill,
Yeah.
If he's taller than us, I'm like, that motherfucker.
Dude, it's not possible. I don't even think it would be possible for it to flood at my house. I mean, you see that riverbank?
Yeah.
If that water came up to the top, that would be so much water.
No, see, you also gotta think. You wouldn't have to worry about the river coming up and flooding, but you would have to worry about the amount of rain that would come down that might actually bowl around your house.
My house is mostly on a hill.
Yeah, but you got that pond too. But yeah, your house is up on a hill, so you're actually kind of lucky in that sense. You're like my neighbor over here who's up on a hill. So for me, and actually it would probably be my next door neighbor that would have the problem with it.
It could flood and go all around us, but like it wouldn't. I don't think it would.
Your problem, I think the biggest problem you would have, because the way that your house is set up, is your basement would flood. Because it might come in.
Right, it would. Like the pond would overflow and it would come through the basement.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it would keep going and fall over the riverbank.
Yeah.
But it might get a foot or two.
It would get up and then go around the pool into the, yeah.
That might happen.
That right door. That's about it though. I mean, and the reality is like if you had enough notice, you might even be able to,
Oh my God, there's so much junk in there.
But I'm saying you might be able to like sandbag it up or something,
Yeah.
Make a small little wall so it goes around it. It's not going to get that tall, not in the way that your house is set up.
I mean, do something.
Did you see some of the videos they had though? Like they had a video of this, like it was a garage camera, security camera, and they watched the water and it went like it was in a fast loop or whatever.
Yeah.
And it went all the way up to about halfway through the car, and then it slowly started tapering off little by little.
Oh, man.
And it was like in a 24-hour period or something, and I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
I kept seeing a bunch of videos too, and granted, I don't really know. I've never been in that situation.
Right.
But you're watching these videos and you see people like try to dive into the giant into the water with their cars, and then they get stuck because the water's too high, and then they're in their car going, "I need help." And I'm like, "Why did you go into the puddle? Like, why did you drive there?" Maybe they're trying to get home to their family or something.
I can make it. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to think that's probably what it is. Like, I can make it, and then they get like halfway through, but it's like. That's your only means of transportation.
I can't make it. Where are you supposed to go? I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see this Joel Osteen douchebag?
I heard some things about it.
This guy runs a mega church. His church is gigantic.
He's on TV, I think, sometimes.
Is he on TV sometimes?
Yeah, I think he's got a TV thing. He's always like, join us. Join us, and we'll help you see the.
But at first, he closed his doors to the public. He's like, nope, no flooding here, victims here, nope. And then they put him on blast, and he's like, my doors were never closed. Come on, everybody. Had to do damage control.
Yeah. See, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what was happening. I know that they made a big deal about it, and he was getting some shit for it.
Yeah, that's because he's supposed to help people.
I seen like a couple posts on Facebook where they were like, that's because his church is a front to launder money or something, and I'm like, I don't know anything about it. Like, I don't know anything about the guy.
He's making money off of people's hopes and dreams, and it's a bunch of bullshit. God, do I hate Christians.
I don't know anything about
Especially just you see this mega church? The thing is retardedly huge. That many people are going to this ceremony? What the fuck? It makes me wonder, like, what do these people really get out of this thing? But this guy, he's actually really smart, though, to be able to just capitalize on this thing that doesn't exist.
A sense of belonging. Well, see, you're looking at it from one perspective. You're looking at it from the perspective that religion is total bullshit. You got to think the people that are going to these churches aren't looking at it in that aspect. They're looking at it as that this is real. I do agree that religion gets so widely, blurred that people don't even realize the message anymore. To have two different people of the same religion, or even a slightly different religion, argue over the same text inside of a book makes me question that whole ordeal. But I'm still on the fence. Like, I don't believe, but I don't disbelieve. I believe it's a possibility, but I haven't quite gotten there to understand how that could be all about it.
I guess you could kind of understand why you wouldn't want a bunch of people coming to his church, though. It's like this big, expensive church. And
if I had to guess, honestly,
people coming.
If you had, let's just not. If you had a big business or a big building, right? Okay, and you met thousands upon thousands of people a day, right? You're the main owner.
Yes.
You think you're the person actually making the decisions at that point? Or do you think you have like 20, 30, or a panel of people below you that are making those decisions for you on a day-to-day basis?
Does mega church have something like that?
I would have. You gotta assume there's something. There's no way one man can take care of all this stuff all the time. He's probably got like a PR rep,
still
an HR rep,
in charge of all that shit.
Well, yeah, but okay. So let's say that you got like PR and HR reps.
He's the most that guy right there is a very, very clever con artist.
See,
capitalizing on people's hopes and dreams.
I can't say nothing about anybody.
People like to follow religion because there's no actual reason for us to be here, and there's really no set standards or rules. Now, this religion gives them that thing to say, "I'm a good person. I'm doing the right thing."
All right. Like I understand your point. Like I understand your perspective. Like again, I'm on the fence, and I don't disagree with what you say.
One of my favorite quotes I'd have to say is, "Trust the man that seeks the truth, deny the one that says he's found it." The one that says he's found it, that's the real lie. That's the guy you gotta look out for.
All right.
Just like this Joel Osteen douchebag. You better help all
I'm
this.
certainly not like okay. So I'm certainly not defending the Joel Osteen guy. All I'm saying is that there is probably a strong possibility that there was like a group of people, like he wasn't the one going, I'm not letting anybody in my church. He probably was like, he's owner of a mega church, right? Was he in Houston?
I don't know.
Does anybody even know if he was in Houston?
I don't know
when
the
this
details. I'm just putting this guy on blast.
Maybe he was like,
just putting him on blast.
well, you can put him on blast there too. Maybe he's in like his log cabin home on the other side of the world.
Yeah, from the millions of dollars he makes.
From the millions of dollars that he
Off of
makes.
the people that
Has no idea that the hurricane's going on at that time.
I think he has an idea of what's going on. That's his main church. He's got people that come and fill this thing up.
Alright.
He knows what's going on.
That's possible. That's possible. For sure. And if that's the case, what a douchebag. Like if he knew that the flood was going on, which he probably did know, but what I don't understand is if you did know, why wouldn't you be one of those first things? Like, okay, we're a church. Let's open up our doors to
That's
anybody.
the point. It's supposed to be a church to
Right.
help people for salvation or whatever.
Yeah, I did find that bizarre though. That I didn't even realize that the church hadn't opened their doors to everybody. I just assumed that every major church would have had
That's what they're
their doors
supposed to
open.
do.
Right.
That was the point of what they do.
Isn't that like a message there? Help thy neighbor or something?
I don't know.
That's right, you're anti-religious.
I'm into Satanism. Ah.
Are you actually into Satanism? Or are you just into...
I don't know if I'm actually into it. It's interesting though. I have the Satanic Bible. I read some of it.
And honestly, there are probably some people out there that have been like, you're going to hell for that. I disagree with that.
But hell's not a real place, so it's whatever you want to say.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's not a real threat
I
to
don't
you.
like that answer. I remember I was talking to somebody about religion, like, oh, why are you doing this? And then his big takeaway, he thought he really got me with the last hit. He's like, well, at least we're not going to hell. Like, he thought that was... I'm like, no, it's not a place. Neither of those places exist. And a lot of times I'll talk about it like God isn't like a real thing. Like, oh, you believe in the devil, don't you? I'm like, no. Okay, that's from the same universe. You know, there's like the Marvel universe and you got
Right.
Wolverine and you got
It's from the same belief system.
You
Right?
got all the Marvel characters, and you're like, Wolverine, Batman. You're like, no, dude. Batman's from DC Universe, alright? Jesus and Satan are from the Christian universe, alright? This is how this thing's divided. That's all it is. A bunch of made-up characters. Anyways. This shirt. I like this shirt, but I think it makes me look like a kid with these sleeves. These things are sewed into this thing. I was thinking about ripping them up.
I just had a flashback. You specifically, I remember, and I actually used to think it was kind of cool too. You used to cut the holes like right here for your thumbs.
Yeah, I used to do the thumb holes.
You used
all
to do the whole thumb hole
I
thing.
don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I used to wear a lot of extra stuff too.
I
used to wear a lot of extra stuff.
I got some. Well, when we deployed, did you get those like real thin shirts? You know what I'm talking about? Like they're like thermal shirts or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
And they
about.
actually had the thumbs on them, like the holes sewn into them.
Did they?
Yeah,
I don't
and I was
remember.
like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I remember like putting my gloves on with the little thing over. I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense. It gives like a complete barrier. Yeah, that's kind of funny. It's a nice shirt though. I like the shirt. I don't think you look like a kid. You can't really look like a kid, this whole thing going on here.
Yeah.
It just kind of stops it from happening.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm almost 30.
Yeah, I know, right? That's
Jesus.
crazy. I'm 28 now. I'm only 2 years shy.
Oh my god. You wasted all my energy pulling up that swing set.
Well, thanks again for the help.
You're welcome, I guess.
This is what happens, for me. This is my only day off this week. And what did I have to do? I had to cut the grass, I had to take care of everything inside the house, put together all the stuff I hadn't put together. Is that a picture of it? It is a picture of a foot with an eyeball on it.
It's like the Illuminati. What else is going on? Anything?
Nothing I can think of. And I mean, you watch the news; it's all about that, all about the flooding in Texas right now.
I wish
That's the big thing. You know, they were talking about some things too, and Sam's mom lives in Texas.
She does live there.
And she was talking about like she stopped at a couple different gas stations and they don't have gas. Like they can't get a shipment of gas.
Oh, dude, we had a thing that was supposed to go to Texas and no one will take it.
No, really?
At work, we did this special order, like going to Texas, like, bummer.
Yeah.
I wish them all the best.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, that was the other thing, and I saw something on Facebook too about there were people driving.
Did we establish that we live in Ohio? We live in Ohio.
Yeah, we live in Ohio.
By the lake.
Yeah.
Could that thing ever flood?
It does,
Does
yeah.
that thing ever fill up
Yeah.
too much water?
Yeah.
I never go to the lake. I live next to the lake, never fucking go.
It overflows, but it doesn't go far. Love?
What's up?
Wearing my shirt, I see.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, so anyway, we were talking about the flood, right? I don't know if you've seen any of the things that are on Facebook. Like, I've been just scrolling through Facebook and stuff. I don't actually go on Facebook that often, but, like, there were people driving, you know, from all over the country that are coming to help people, and they're bringing their boats, and they're trying to help out with the flooding and get people out of their houses, which is all nice. But there was some of these people were bringing their pets with them, like their dogs, with them. And then they go in, with, you know, and they got their dog on the boat, and they're driving around, and then their dog jumps off the boat, and then they lose their dog. While they're trying to help, like, why would you bring your animal with you if you're going to rescue a bunch of other people and their animals?
Right. Don't you know your dog's gonna jump out?
Yeah, just one of those things. Like I get, you know, you don't want to leave your dog at home if you're really close, but like keep him in a hotel or something. And to that matter too, at the same time, like wouldn't some of these hotels be opening up rooms for people to stay in as well? Wouldn't that be causing a problem if you're staying there? Got all these people coming over from all over different parts of the country. They gotta need places to stay too.
Isn't it good for business?
Sure.
Hotels cost money. They don't just want people to stay there for free.
Yeah, it would be nice. Good publicity.
Maybe.
I don't know. I hope, I hope everyone does well there in Texas and they get everything sorted out. But I'm sure it'll be months and months of trying to get all that stuff out of the way. Get everything cleaned. Can you imagine your entire house like water flooded? Like just, you know, all that's going to get repaired?
That's insane. Yeah.
You remember when my basement flooded?
I remember you telling me about it.
So when my basement flooded, just my basement, which is like, I don't know, 1,000 square foot, it cost, I think the damages were estimated at like $6,000.
Oh, man.
Right. Now, granted, to put everything back and everything, and I did some of the work myself, it was like I spent like $3 or $4 grand maybe total to put everything back. But I didn't put everything back the way it was either. Like I used to have couches down there and stuff that we never got
carpet
back.
too.
Yeah, we had carpet, and I replaced it with whatever that. What is it? IBC flooring.
Sure.
It's supposed to be waterproof. You know. But anyway, that was just so 1,000 square foot basement, and for we only replaced half the wall, like a couple feet down. That was $6 grand. Can you imagine somebody's entire house, like how much it would cost?
Do you have to redo electrical? Like, does that fuck that up?
Probably, yeah.
Does it? Oh man, yeah, that'd be so expensive. Like,
and the worst part about it too is that
the mold too.
No, so you would pretty much have to eliminate every surface, and then you'd have to get like a water company, to come in there and scrub the crap out of it and clean it. But you probably have to remove all of the drywall in the house, everything, every wall. So you're talking about like putting up support beams on stuff, and you might even have to replace some of the boards and the 2x4s and stuff, 'cause that's also going to be waterlogged as well. I mean, that's if you had like $168,000 house, you're looking at probably that much worth of damage at the same time.
Wow.
Then your property value is going to plummet too.
Plus all your stuff.
Yeah, not to mention, you got no car to use to get around because it's probably
all your electronics.
everything's blown. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, and then if you have a basement too, I'm sure most basements, that's where all the fuse boxes and shit are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's.
Damn.
I seen and I was watching like on the news, you know, and I seen some videos of some like pretty nice houses, you know, like they were going to some pretty nice houses, and it's like, oh look, their TV's mounted to the wall, they can save that, you know, that's it.
I saw a lady get saved by a jet ski. And the jet ski was like came through her front door. It's like a big open double door. Damn. I have canoes in my house.
Yeah. See, that was my thought too. Like, if you're gonna test the waters, like, okay, I understand you're starting to flood, you got to go get some stuff to bunker down your house or whatever you're gonna do, but if you're about to test the waters, you should probably at least go buy a canoe or something and put it on the top of your car. Like, I don't even care if you ratchet strap the thing down, but then if you get stuck in the middle of the water, you got the canoe to get out, just to protect yourself, you know. But then people don't have that kind of money; they're not thinking about it either.
Right, and then even
I get it.
Like the media, sometimes I feel blow stuff out of proportion. Like, yeah, flooding, sure. Oh shit, they were right.
And one of the things that I actually find kind of funny is a lot of the videos that I'm watching too, or the videos that I've seen. There's a cameraman. Like, it's not like a dash cam or, you know, a street cam. It's like, there's a dude with a camera watching this person out and go, help! It's like, dude, you're right there, go help him.
It's not my job.
Like,
I'm just filming, I don't interfere.
I'm just going to record this.
I don't interfere.
It's probably some guy never learned to swim.
Some of those reality shows are like that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Guys are like, you can't interfere no matter what. Like, your only job is to film. If you interfere, you are fired.
There's some pretty cool things that I saw too, you know, like human chains. You know, people were making human chains.
People helping people. Right. This is the America I like.
Yeah.
I would like to think if I was down there that I would go out.
What was that movie?
I'd totally go rescue.
Was it I think it was like The Day That Earth Stood Still or something. The professor was saying like only in the most extreme, devastating moments do like humans actually come together and you start to see the good in humans. And it's like, I don't know, it kind of resonated with me a little bit. Like, I thought, like, if a giant, like, alien civilization came down and said, we're going to destroy everything unless everyone starts working together, it would take until they're starting to destroy the Earth before everyone starts actually working together to come together.
I have to actually do this.
Right, like, that's interesting. I don't know, would it actually go that far?
I don't know.
You know, like, would it take that much? Would it take a common enemy to get everyone from the Earth to come together and stop dealing with the nonsense they're dealing with now?
Definitely take that.
You know?
I mean, half the people I don't know, I don't want to be associated with them. I walk through Walmart and see people like, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Like, I don't want to...
No, I mean, I get it, you know.
If I don't know you...
The random acts of kindness, like stopping on the side of the road or... Stopping, I think we talked about this in a previous show. Stopping on the side of the road to help somebody change their tire.
I've never done that.
Right, but why?
I don't know.
It's a good thing to do, right?
I guess.
If you had a flat tire and you're in the middle of nowhere, you want somebody to help you, right?
Yes.
So why don't you help the person when you see him?
Because, I don't know.
Exactly. But see, you don't do that, right? And neither does the majority of the people that are driving by. So the person that's sitting on the side of the road with a flat tire, you better hope that they have insurance, because if they don't have roadside assistance, and the police don't come to help them, how are they going to get home?
I don't know.
You know? But you don't think about that when you're driving by. Neither do I. Like, neither do I. But that's like...
I'll tell you what I say. I go, that fucking sucks. You gotta go to work, man.
It's exactly how it goes down, too. Yeah.
Bad day for you.
I agree. No, because I do the same thing. But it was like, you know, you've seen so many different horror shows and, like, even just the news where somebody got mugged or robbed by, you know, faking that they had a flat tire and then they robbed the person or something or steal their car. And it's like, that prevents you from doing all these random acts of kindness. And so, unless if it's
they're just movies, that stuff doesn't usually happen. Oh, most of life is pretty boring, I think. I've read down here before. Most of life takes place in the gray. It's boring and uneventful. Not very much happens.
And then there's, you know, like, okay, so there's a huge flood going on there, right? And I also seen something about, like, there's looting going on. Like, people are just going around stealing a bunch of stuff, you know, taking advantage of the situation.
Most of my life is boring and uneventful. And I only do things mostly the last minute when I absolutely have to. Like, fuck, I guess I have to do this. Right?
No, it's sometimes, yeah.
That's what I do a lot.
Yeah.
Put it off and put it off. I was motivated to like waste all my energy. I can't see that. The goddamn swing set.
Sorry.
I pulled a muscle.
You pulled.
Alright, this is over.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Whatever.
Peace out. How do they say it?